Hi friends, so this is look number 2 from the festive look series, and this is the final look. It's a part of the reels that I have created on my Instagram account. You can check out that. Let's start. This is my bare face, and we are going to start our makeup with the base. So first I am using a moisturizer to prep my skin before makeup. Since these are the minimal makeup looks, look 1 and look 2, it will be better to moisturize your face or prepare your skin better before makeup. This was the elf primer, the putty primer to fill pores. Now I am using a compact over the primer. So this is an optional step. I use it because I have large pores and I feel that it gives them a better matte look. So I'll be applying this compact only in the areas I feel I have larger pores. Now today I'll be doing a color correction. In look number 1 we had skipped this step because we were not using many brushes or many makeup products, but this will be a professional look. So I'm using an orange color corrector under my eyes. Otherwise it gives me a very grayish look after application of foundation, because the color beneath starts peeking through my foundation. This is a Nykaa palette, and now I'm using a peach color corrector over some of the blemishes, scars around my mouth, on my cheeks, with the same brush that I used for the orange color corrector. Now we will not be blending too much around the color correction areas because we want the color to be deposited in that area. However, we will diffuse the edges. We don't want harsh lines or harsh edges where we have done color correction. Now again with the same brush I'll be setting my color corrector so that it doesn't mix with the foundation or concealer that I will apply on the top of it. This will lock the color corrector in place. Also, I'll apply this compact on my eyelids because I have oily eyelids, and any eyeshadow doesn't remain intact on the creasing of my eyes if I don't use a compact or a fixing powder. Especially so because today we'll be using a shimmer eyeshadow. This is my Maybelline foundation, 24 hours stay, and I'm in the color 128. I'll be using this big buffing brush. Now as you can see, I'm using a dabbing motion. I'm not sweeping the foundation. When you use this motion, it helps to deposit the product at that position in a better way. Now this is Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Fair. This concealer I am using for highlighting on the specific areas of my face. So I have blended it now. I have used a beauty blender to blend this. Now it's a very colorful palette from Miss Clair, another drugstore brand, very inexpensive, but the color payoff is very nice. I'm using a peachy pink color to define a new crease. This crease will be above my natural crease since I have hooded eyes. The most important thing is to watch the placement of eyeshadow. especially for hooded eyes. We cannot use our natural crease lines, otherwise anything we place in between that and the lid, it will not be visible. Now I'm using a fluffy blending brush to diffuse the outlines of this peachy pink color. So this is the frame for placing eyeshadow. Now I am using a shimmer eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution. It's a very beautiful palette. The only drawback is it doesn't have any matte shades, so you will have to use another palette for using matte shades for defining your crease or the outer corners of your eyes, but otherwise it's a very beautiful palette. Now this is a brown, copperish brown eye pencil from Faces. Now this technique that I am using right now is known as reverse cat eye nowadays, but I'll not be doing a cat eye exactly in my inner corner. I'll be partially using that technique. Now I'm filling my waterline with the same copper brown color from Faces. If you have smaller eyes, you can skip this step. You can use a nude eye pencil. Now I'm using a very tiny brush to smudge out the edges. As you can see, I'm smoking this eyeliner, or rather I'm smoking the Kajal part as it would be an eyeliner. You can see with this simple look how beautiful the eyes are defined. And these diffused eyeliners are a very die-for trend. Now I'm using this brown shade, dark brown shade from the same Miss Clair palette, and I'll be using it to diffuse the edges further. As you can see, I have changed my brush because I needed a much denser, tightly packed brush for diffusing it. Now you need to decide the length of how much you want to bring the eye down, not the eye down, the diffused line down. If you will keep it very tightly close to the eye, then it's a balancing technique. If your eyes are really very small, your eyelids are very small, then you might want to drag it a bit further to give the illusion of a bigger eye. My eyelid space is quite large, so I didn't drag it down that much. Now again, this is a liquid shimmer from Swiss Beauty, I think. I have placed it directly, then I used my finger, but no, that is not the right technique to apply it. The product was displacing the shimmer eyeshadow that was beneath it, that we had placed earlier from Makeup Revolution. So apply this liquid eyeshadow directly and wait for it to dry up. It is very watery. Otherwise it's a beautiful shadow, but you have to give it some time to dry out. Now I'm using a highlighter to highlight the inner corners of the eye. Products I will list down in the description box. Build on the intensity in steps. It is easier to build than to remove or reduce. Now highlight your brow bone with the same color. It's a champagne kind of highlighting color. And I'll do it for the other eye. And yes, I have also used a concealer under my eyes to cover the color correction that we had done. And as you know by now, I like my concealer to sit there for 1 or 2 minutes, and once it has become a lot more tacky. If you can understand what I'm trying to say, it becomes a bit tackier, but at the same time a bit dry, and it gives you more coverage and is very easy to blend in. Now this is an eyebrow pencil in the shade Ebony. I'm building up my eyebrows and filling in the sparse areas. Now comb the hair up. Like this, you can spread the product evenly throughout the eyebrows. Now I'll be blending my concealer under the eyes. Since I have a lot of under eye lines, I need to be really careful how I apply my concealer, or how I layer my color corrector and my concealer and then the foundation, because the more the product, the more it will settle in the lines. So what I do in my videos is I try to show each and every step, and that too in detail, just by speeding up the process a bit. But still, I think you can see how long it takes to do a particular step, or what all needs to be done to complete a single step. Now I'm using a beauty blender to just blend everything in. And again, I use a dry beauty blender. I don't use a wet one. Yeah, and again I'm packing my under eyes with the compact powder. Now I'm using the same peachy color to re-intensify its color payoff, the intensity with which I'll be happy. You can build it up as per your own liking. Also, balancing both the eyes is very important. Now I'm doing a bit of bronzing on my face and using this Hoola bronzer from Benefit. You can use the same brush that comes with this bronzer. That is also a very nice brush. But I'm using this angular brush. It's of no brand. It's a very local quality brush, but it serves the purpose. Now a smaller tapered brush. It's a dense brush, soft bristles. So it will give me a very softer, blended, contoured look, not a very harsh one. So you can see it's a very natural, very easy to do makeup. It's not a no makeup look, but it's very festive, yet it's very simple. Now I'm using the pink blush from Sugar. Applied it with my stippling brush. This is setting spray from MAC. And after I apply my setting spray, I use a beauty blender and just press it in. I'm happy with the finish that I have got. Now I'm using the shimmer brick of Sivana. This is the highlighting brick, and I'm using all the colors at once, not selecting. I'm just using all the colors, running my brush over the brick and just placing it on the desired areas. Now the thing with highlighters or powder highlighters is, the more you blend them, the more shimmer particles you will be able to see. So because I have a shorter nose, I like to elongate it with the help of an highlighter. Of course, don't forget your chin and your nose bridge. I'm just seeing if the highlighter is well built or not. Yeah, it's beaming. Now lips. Okay, what color to use? I'll be using a pink color. I think it's from Maybelline Undi. I don't remember the name of the color. I'll list it down in the description box. And over it, I will apply that same liquid highlighter, liquid eyeshadow from Swiss Beauty. But I was not happy with the color payoff, so I'll be mixing it with another color from Maybelline. Yeah, this will be a very bright color. Since we are talking of festive season and all, at least something should be bright. This is what I feel. Either the drama should be on the eyes or on the lips. So don't blend this color entirely on your lips. Just keep it emphasized on the center part of your lips, both on the upper one and the lower one. Or maybe you can choose as per your liking. This is what I like to do. I'm using a brush because I feel I get better hold and better precision of application through this. Of course, you can use the wand that comes with the liquid lipsticks and all. So yeah, this is basically the final look. Okay, I'm converting, and now I've used a black bindi to complete the look. I am not dressed up, I'm sorry for that, but this is a part of the reel on my Instagram account. You can go and see. And these are the different stills in the look. Now I have changed my bindi from black to red, and you can see how it changes the look completely. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.